Oh dear. This is where we get negative. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to... Oh boy, this. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. HD. You might wonder why we are in this tone, in this manner. Oh boy, you can tell by the title. This will not be positive, so if you're worried about your fifis being hurt, click away now. Type 0. We have had history with this game, albeit brief. Why brief? Oh, don't worry, we will get into that real soon, I promise. So, you might wonder why I scoff at the term HD. Well, for many reasons. The blatant obnoxiousness of Square Enix on this one. So much so they can't be bothered to call it an options menu, more like preferences. Oh, don't worry, that's the least of our worries. So, options menu. Background music, audio, Oraja, text speed, backup from Academia. What is that? You don't know. Backup combination? You don't know. Play for what? Again, you don't know. You might wonder why I am addressing this so much. It's because it is HD. Why is it HD? Oh, was it a port of a long-lauded PS2 title? The same way 10 and 10-2 was. Not everyone liked that game, but you know what? It had merits. It was a PS2 title. No. The reason why is because it was from a PSP, i.e. a portable. Something that's not known for HD. Something more for known as conveniences. Pick up and play and put down whenever you want. And again, this is on the PS4. This is a port. And you're not giving us anything which is port-like. Oh boy. And we are just starting off on negatives, because again, subcommands, what are they? We don't know.
Harvest Phantoma? What's that?
I know, we don't know, because, the game does a poor job of telling you what anything is.
I forgot about all those weird names in there.
History. What is that? It's a save game, you could just say load. This game is so far shoved up its arse that it can't be bothered to use normal names.
And the intro threw a lot of Latin-sounding words. We don't know what they mean.
But here's the thing, though. The cutscenes, as you've seen, we'll talk about over now. They're lovely. They're in HD, and all that. Because here's the thing: they are pre-rendered. You don't need a game engine to do that. They are literally a video file in which you play off a PC and then you put it into the game. This game does such a good job in lying to you initially, because hey, look at this HDness. It's fantastic. And you see bloodshed. You see people get shot, it's very violent. And here's the thing that really bugs me. If you saw during the brief intro, it came up with something like Crystallis, or hang on,
Fabula Novella Crystallis or whatever.
Yes, exactly that. They lauded this game. They thought it would be such a big part, because here's the thing. This was split in between three things: Final Fantasy 13-3, Final Fantasy 15, and this. They're meant to be part of a big universe, this sort of overarching story.
Mm-hmm.
But then plans got cut, and then that, no. Sorry about that. It just tried to show us the same cutscene over and over again. I apologize for that. But here's the thing, though. They dumped the concept of that overarching plot, but yet still had the audacity to put the series name there saying, oh yeah, this is part of something big. Even though the ideas we had essentially got scrapped. Again, it's political and military jargon, you know. Final Fantasy has always been known for that. But no, but enough groveling. Let's get into the game, and then we'll show you why this game I feel like does a terrible job in the first hour. Let's begin, shall we? And again, you know what? Just so we can see bog standard, we'll go for cadet. No, novice. You see, it can't even be bothered to say cadet, aka novice. Why just use the term novice?
And I like how it explains cadet, but not the other two. Like, I can understand officer, but what's aguito? That looks like a Spanish word.
This is only the beginning. Let's get into it. I like how... Oh, God. It even asked me again, it's like, cadet, are you sure? Are you sure? Do you feel bad about starting it on novice? Oh, little player. To my response, shut up. Let's just get this over with.
The path was not chosen.
They chose their path.
Yes.
Now, if you could just get behind the typical Final Fantasy claptrap, it began. We chose the path. They chose the path, and all that Final Fantasy jargon. In the beginning here, it looks nice. Absolutely looks nice, but as you'll show here, will be on the screen. It has you thinking, this is the main character, you know, this is who we're meant to be connecting with, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, guy gets killed, and then these other guys come in who you have no idea who they are or what their connection is, and then who you thought was the main character just is dying, and then making fun of his chocobo, and then just going out. It's going out like a little wimp.
Machina. Stay strong. JJ. I'm glad that you're here with me. No. I don't want to die.
And I can remember it being like a painfully long cutscene. It's like, you cried, you laughed, and you're crying again?
This is just something that really annoys me. Although to be fair, Final Fantasy has been known for long cutscenes. But this cutscene and this part of the story doesn't even know what it wants to be. Is it meant to be a humorous thing? Is it meant to portray this character as sort of a humorous joker who laughs in the face of death, but yet at the same time he dies and whines like, I don't want to die.
And then later he's like, oh, dying isn't so bad.
Yeah. Already it portrays its characters as either whiny babies, or for the ones you're left with, you don't even know who they are, but they're just showing death. You're saying this person's died, this person died, this person died. It's like, am I meant to care? They're only on screen for like, what, 5 freaking seconds?
One of the things that made me want to try out this game is like, oh, it's got a dark story, it's got a lot of blood. It's like, that's interesting, but I think the violence is a bit overkill. Like, death, blood. Like, calm down.
It's meant to portray war, but here's the thing, it almost revels in it. it almost like, oh, we're showing blood. It's the tragedies of war. Aren't we deep? Aren't we touching? Aren't we sophisticated? Aren't we the master of storytelling? We are Square Enix. It's just so high of itself. It's almost to an uncomfortable degree, as you mentioned. Be like, really? And it's just in the name. It's just in the name of death, but it's meaning very, very little. Begin, and
because we're like a platformer.
And straight into a massive visual downgrade. The life on the Grand Tour re-race stats? What does that mean? Who knows? Tutorials, because sure, why not? We start to basic tutorials like move, because we think you don't know what move is.
You can push those people.
Straight off, look at this mess. No, and all you call HD port. Who say me? Look at this. Look at this. You call call this a HP port for the PS4. You are having a right laugh. You've got to be kidding me. The only thing they've probably done is just slap an AA filter on this and just called it an HD port. I mean, look, that pre-rendered cutscene. Are you sure?
Oh, look at that blood! Oh my god!
Yeah,
looks like MS Paint.
HD port. And this isn't my word. This is literally Square Enix's naming of this title. And here we have the UI. HP charge? What's that? Cut cards? I don't bloody know.
Erase? What?
Yeah. Wall? I don't know. And here we are.
And characters named after cards.
Yeah. Do you like game of blackjack? I sure hope so. But here we are. Draw weapons to attack. Playing cards. Whee! Look, I'm pretty much like a game from Hollywood, or some from Las Vegas Strip. I don't bloody know. From and harvest phantom. Oh, thanks. We're literally sucking the souls out from people. How lovely. Except you really need to get. Give me a sec. Thank you. Moving on. Now, if that wasn't enough, you have no idea what your attacks are, or what they do, or why the bloody name Re-Rise is constantly doing it. And here we are. Here's some say lock on target, switch targets, and you know, and all that jazz.
And we're slammed with tutorial messages that we'll probably never see again.
Yes. Because in fact, this game is terrible at giving you box standard tutorial, and here's a reason why. A reason why is because again, this is meant to be for the PSP, something that did not have the usage of analog sticks, or at least push, or like L3 and R3. Here, you are just stuck with these rubbish controls.
And who is this guy, and who's the importance of the people that are with him? We don't know.
Yeah, and look, I am locking on to this guy, and I want to harvest his phantasm or whatever. Oh no, wait, he just vanished into thin air. These are martyrs. I think icon. Thank you very much. Here is something that really annoys me. It tells you the obvious stuff, but doesn't bother explaining any of the other stuff.
And that grass, yo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on. We'll wait till combat's over. Victory! Yay! It doesn't even have the gall to play the bog standard Final Fantasy victory fanfare. But to what I was mentioned. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the hedge. Ocarina of Time on the N64 has better texture than this. Look at this. This is just so obnoxious and bad. And straight off, what's this? Standby? Okay, fair enough. It's a one use. It doesn't tell you that. And more loading screens because you know PSP, it can't handle more. It can't handle more than one thing. And this is what you do. Oh yeah, now it does. Thank you. All you're seeing right now is just crappy textures, crappy blood, crappy models, and they have the audacity to call this a HD port. It annoys me. It annoys me to no end.
Don't get used to that, Koopo. That's gonna get annoying after a while.
Because this is meant to be moguls, and you know they're a bog standard Final Fantasy type guy or type character.
That was abrupt cut.
Yes.
Gameplay. Cutscene now.
And notice how every single thing is downgraded. Is downgraded. But maybe you don't want to play like Ace all the time. Perhaps maybe you just want to be 9 with constant re-rays being in the background. And what's the red mist? You don't bloody know. What's this? The game doesn't bother telling you. And here's the thing: on unidentified target. Well, let's see if we can hit it right now.
Oh, we have fireballs as well as a lance.
I know, but look. Are my attacks reaching the sorry thing? I believe you'll find. No, it is not.
And also that green bottle with a 5 bite. What the hell does that mean?
Yes, Ace did all of that damage. We did nothing. Do you get my point yet?
What was that?
This is something that even Persona gets right. There are certain characters which are not best suited for certain parts of the game, but it still allows you to use those characters if you see fit. This though, you have to use certain characters in certain places, otherwise you're pretty much SOL. And again, lovely textures, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. Are you kidding me? Here we go, 99. Full heal. Is there a point? Probably not. And yes, thank you game. Explain bog standard game mechanics to me as if I'm 5 years old.
With all the blood, there wouldn't be 5-year-olds playing this, so why do that?
Yep. The amount of loading screens are obnoxious. And again, you could have just simply I don't know, improve this for PS4 4 standards. And this to me is another example. Okay, that guy's over there. So obviously, I can't lance this guy. I can't stab him from a distance. Fair enough. What if I use fire?
The operation is proceeding as planned.
Oh look, fire.
What's your status?
My attacks aren't reaching the sodding thing. I'm using nearly all my MP, and I still can't hit this. In fact, that guy just hit me. Okay, well, what if we switch to Queen? How about have a thunder?
Leave it to me.
A little bit, yay! And some of the attacks aren't even hitting. So what if I switch to Ace? Every single time I'm hitting him. So Ace is objectively the best person to use in long range. so limiting the other characters completely pointless. As seen by 9 there, who's just rushing the guardrail and hoping to land a starting hit, while Queen just runs back and forth. The AI in this game is also brain dead. And now,
Invisible wall.
invisible wall, because why not? Okay, now look at this. Look, if you thought that was bad. Look, my friends are meant to help me. Look at them helping. Look at them attacking. Look, that fire just pretty much diminished mid-air. Not from hitting him at all. Meanwhile, one attack and he's done. Are you joking? So, bad textures all round, complete graphical downgrade the minute you step into the game, delayed loading screen.
Straight cut.
This game
took the Empire by surprise, and the battle seemed to favor the
moment it steps away from pre-rendered cutscenes, the game just falls flat on its face.
Squadrons and were unable to reach their objective, academia.
And then you get random cuts with just rubbish exposition.
Even the music didn't get to play in its full. It's like music, fade out.
Yeah.
We've located part of the jamming devices
I'm
affecting
sorry.
room.
Every time I see these crap textures, I just think HD.
Oh yeah, it's the dragon scene.
Oh god. Say, recognize your squad, which is good. Good, because saving. Here's the thing. This thing is so small, you would honestly expect that this center thing would be for the main save area. I'll be honest, when I first saw this thing, I thought it was a collectible, but I was too enamored by this dragon to feel like, oh wow, this must be very, very story specific because it's Final Fantasy. It's a dragon. You know, Final Fantasy or an Aeon or whatever you want to call it. And that pool of blood, my word. Ugh.
I like how it's like a blood drop like thing with menu on it. Shouldn't the menu be readily accessible already?
And guess what this is? Because this game is so bad in its optimization. This right here, this is just a this is just a loading zone. It is such a joke. And you might say, oh well, that's cover based because look, the enemy went straight behind cover. As you can tell, that's pretty much been rendered completely pointless because, you know, magic cards.
And I never liked it when games put like voices during gameplay. It's like, I'm too busy trying to fight, I can't hear what you're talking about.
Yep, and also, annoying thing, because there's corpses on the ground, you would want to harvest Phantasma. But of course, it goes like that, and it sometimes just sticks to the corpse. And sometimes you don't only get a chance to harvest it because the corpses despawn because the PSP can't handle it. Oh, bloody hell. And here's the thing, I know some people are probably saying, oh, but Lightning, what were you expecting? This was originally a PSP game. And my response is no, it's on the PS4 now. It can't make that excuse anymore. They've called it Type 0 HD. So, has they kind of shot themselves in the foot right there? If they have the audacity to put it on for the PS4 and put HD on the name, then, you know, you're just shooting yourself in the foot effort there. You've
Hell,
made
10 and 10 2 had better graphics than this.
yeah, you've made your bed. You lie in it. There are certain expectations for when you port to, you know, a console that's more powerful than the original. There's standards for PC. There's even standards for console games in general. For example, if I were to play on a PS1, a game would look rough around the edges. If it was a HD remaster, I would not expect it to maintain the PS1 graphics. This is a prime example of this. The PSP was not a powerhouse by any stretch of the imagination. This is. And yet, look at it. The AI is brain dead, the graphics are terrible, the UI is still as confusing, and look
at all that.
Yeah, it's just uninformative as always. Its strength relies in its story and pre-rendered cutscenes, but once it's left to its own devices, it just falls flat on its face.
Don't let them advance any further!
And a lot of people might be saying, "Oh, for Lightning, you're just using playing cards. You know, there's not much of variety." And has the game told me of class synergies I can have with my friends? Is there like an advantage of using one or the other? No, the only thing I can imagine is I use playing cards, another one uses fire attacks, the other one uses like electricity, and the girl can heal, because of course she can, because we are advancing typical Final Fantasy tropes.
Mm-hmm.
The girl heals, because of course she does. And again, I'm trying to get the corpse to get Femitalis, but the stupid delay was there. And of course, I'm just stuck here, flinging my cards like a stupid magician. Oh yeah, and I remember this area. Oh god, if you think the praise are bad, Jesus Christ, watch this.
It's my turn.
Okay, so now they are behind cover and not moving. So as your initial idea would be to go for long range. Look, I'm not gonna get close up because close combat to long range is objectively worse. And yet I'm flinging multiple fireballs, i.e. Dragon Ball Z, and I just got shot in the face, because of course I did.
By a sniper that you can't even reach anyway.
Okay, so let's try with Queen. I'm hitting my thunder attack and yet nothing is working, so I literally have to be an idiot and literally go head on. Because that's the way the combat works. Long range, short range, and close combat just outmatches anything. So you are pretty much objectively better off in sticking with Ace and his playing cards of doom. The music, it's typical Final Fantasy epic music, and you know that's something you would akin to Final Fantasy. You know, if they screwed up the music here, then you know this game would truly be absolutely worthless. I'm not meant to be nitpicky, but I'm going to now. As soon as this guy clears out of my way. This guy just continues to dodge, even though I'm technically locked on. Okay, look at Queen. She has a normal sword. Who uses a normal sword like that? If it was a rapier, then yes, by all means, you're fencing and all that jazz. That is not, that is a typical broadsword. It's like they did not pay attention to sword blade at all. Ugh. And I'm just gonna say it now. This is not a review of Type 0. This is just simply a first impressions. But you know what you could do? You could just simply move past some enemies and just completely ignore them, like I did there.
I don't know what just happened.
No, my camera saw is just all over the place. Oh yeah, sure. And I got a trophy because of course I did.
You fought some things. Trophy.
I mean, look at this camera. Look at, am I playing PlayStation VR? Jesus Christ.
I don't know about you, but I just hate that victory screen. It just feels so condescending to me.
Yeah, victory. You did the thing. Well done. Ugh, this. I'm gonna take control away from you and shake the camera because spooky.
That was a bit too much on the eyes, in my opinion.
Yep. And here we have Noctis, not Noctis.
Machina.
Ren. Take it easy now.
Yeah. I'm okay. But Machina, the crystal.
Yeah, I saw.
Also the voice acting as well. Come on, Machina, beep boop.
Machina.
Alright.
Final Fantasy has never been known for its voice acting, but my god, it still remains bad to this day.
So does fire effects.
I mean, and look at the polygons on those, I guess, thrusters in the background. They're pretty much hexagons. Christ, they did nothing with this HD port. This is a lazy, lackluster, and unambitious port.
That cutscene is always, it always throws me off.
I like how they have to keep cutting back because of the limitations of the PSP.
Unknown weapon signature detected in the area.
Oh my god, this is so laughable. And let's get into administration because it can't be called a menu because we are Type 0.
An assignment, reserves, armament. What are all those names?
You know, would you like tutorials?
Promotion.
Too bad.
Understood.
And also, they're still talking. Exposition is still being said. It's like,
Dying, right?
Promote cadets and eidolons. What the hell are eidolons?
Let's move.
they're even playing tutorials. You heard the Kupo just then. So let's go back. Let's exit. The tutorial is gone. That might have been something really helpful, but they just skipped over because it got stuck in the menu. Didn't bother showing up on screen. This is utterly abysmal. Now, I could blame Square Enix, but I could just blame the entire mismanagement during this time.
And you're walking blood and it doesn't seem wet at all.
No, look at this. Look at this. I'm not.
Looks like paint.
I'm not dripping. Oh. This game just frustrates me. Now, as soldiers just walk through me because, you know, I'm a ghost. Oh boy. We'll get to a boss fight and then we'll call things here. I'll just give final thoughts right now. This is a lazy port. And here's the thing. The game, it might be good. It might pick up. It might fix its stupid issues. But
The story might be fantastic, but we don't know.
But in the first hour, this game is just so stupid.
In the Militesi army, we do not tolerate soldiers who flee from their fear. The 161st Company was wiped out by Dominion magic. Clean us up.
Sir.
Oh yes, because we've seen so many so much death already we couldn't possibly show that.
Well, this sucks.
My
Where
thoughts
these rats
exactly
crawl out from?
on the first hour of this game.
Really
We get it.
sucks.
Repeating it doesn't make it funny, charming, or anything like that. And depends on what I mentioned.
We join with the survivors. Our goal is to occupy the building.
This game is just so fun inspired at the very start.
Queen just stood there as the robot shot at her.
Yeah.
And Queen's standing animation just seems so robotic. It's like, I don't move my arms, I'll just stand here.
Speaking of which, oh yeah, sure, I like how these guys are just standing there, literally. They're doing nothing. It's like, I'm sorry. This game is just utterly abysmal from start to finish. Well, I say finish. I can't really say that since it's being just the first hour.
Queen and Nine look like zombies.
What?
I'm just gonna stand here and get shot
Are
at.
you bloody serious? They're just standing there like morons. This is so stupid. It's not even funny.
And I don't see cards flying to this robot, so I don't think Ace is doing anything right now.
No, like I said, the AI is just downright stupid. And you might be asking, well, why don't you dodge? Guess what? I don't care enough to dodge. I don't care enough to block. Also, here's the thing. Look, I'm pressing circle. That's not a block. That's an evade. That's a roll. This game sits on a throne of lies. Look, I am literally pressing block.
And you fought that thing all by yourself.
This is just so idiotic. And poof. Again, the graphics are an absolute joke here. My god, look at the blinding skyline. Jesus. Sunglasses, anyone? I feel like we need it.
I didn't see any prompt. That was a collectible. It's like a little light. Just you walked into a random space and picked up a potion.
I know. Speaking of random space, completely nothing. Yes. Okay, game. I would like to go. Oh no, wait. Sorry. It got a loading screen and got a cutscene in to go through. Because, like I said, pre-rendered, it looks good. A lot of work and effort must have gone into the textures and animations. Because why not? Because of course Square Enix does. And starting off with what you would call a boss fight, he just have basic attacks. There's a whole bunch of charge. That's all well and good, except it just gives you basic attacks. But in terms of what you do to actually damage the thing, who knows? All you can do is just slash and do all this.
Yeah, because everything else is grayed out.
Pretty much. And guess what? We're getting hit constantly. Okay, so now we can prance. And we can do this. La la la. Now, albeit, that's kind of funny. Unintentionally funny, but still. And we just bounce our head against the wall. And you may not be able to see it, but this controls so clunkily that it's just not even funny. And also, also that trophy, taming the white tiger, I don't know how it's even possible, but we have that trophy already. How do you do that? How do you literally make a trophy system redundant? It is a joke. This game is an absolute joke. And it's meant to make you feel cool. It's like, oh my god, I'm pretty much like an Aeon in this. Like, oh yeah. But here, you don't have much room to stretch your legs. You are literally...
The camera seems very clunky too.
Oh, don't worry. It is. Hence this. The camera doesn't auto or change. You have to manually do it. Do it yourself. This game is just all over the place. And like I said, I am perfectly open to this game possibly being good later on. I mean, again, I want to charge your for the attack. But it's not letting me. The camera just so bad. And guess what? I'm dead because of course I am. Guess what? Game over. You know what? Here's the only thing. There's no respawn points. There's no checkpoints. It is either you save or you die. This game was released on the PS4, the modern day Final Fantasy area.
And you had to save at that blood drop thing.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't an option to save in the menu, was there?
Nope. To cut a long story short, I hate this game. Maybe it's a bit of a strong word. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. I hate the first hour of this game. I hate the intro. I hate the just sheer obnoxiousness that this game has. Now let me be clear. The first game, Type 0 that came out on the PSP, it might work for that console. It very well might. It worked for the times. It worked for the console. It might work there. But this on the PS4. And yet, we have such a piss poor port with piss poor optimization, piss poor effort in the first hour. I feel like the reason why I dislike this game so much in its first hour is because of the sheer attitude that this game portrays in its start. It has the gravitas of like, oh yes, our pre-rendered cutscenes. Aren't we epic? Oh look, all the bloodshed. Aren't we epic? Look, we're using...
Oh, a dying chocobo. That's gonna tug your heartstrings, isn't it?
Oh look, we're using special words like preferences. Or we're using academia. Aren't we just so Final Fantasy? And Final Fantasy is so great. It can do no wrong. But yet, once it gets past its pre-rendered cutscenes, I said it before, but I'll say it again, this game falls flat on its face. It's so shoved up its own arse. To me, it's disrespectful. And maybe it's its fault, maybe it's not. It could just be another casualty of the crap development hell that happened to 15, 13, and this game. Perhaps it could be. But again, no. It's on the PS4 now. Had plenty of time to fix the issues. Had plenty of time to actually put effort into this game. But it didn't. And it suffered for it. This isn't a review by any means, it's just our first impressions of the 50 minutes, or the first hour, I guess. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. Ugh. The HD sounds filthy in my mouth.
Now we're gonna put kanji in the title because it looks cool.
What a waste of potential. This is Final Fantasy at its worst, I feel. According to 15's director, Final Fantasy disease is a real thing. It's when some head developers feel like they're better than others because they're working on a Final Fantasy game. If this isn't a living embodiment of that concept, I don't know what is. But anyway though, guys, that's been our take on Final Fantasy Type 0, or at least the first hour of it. Just a little thing. I like how they don't even have like a grandiose soundtrack for the intro. It's like, what, a minute, and then just replays. Ugh, low effort.
Put in choirs, cause cool.
That's what Square Enix thought about every iota of this game. Except it's far from it. Nothing is guaranteed to... No, you are not retreading the same old claptrap. Thank you very much. Nothing is guaranteed to grate a person more than obnoxiousness falling flat on its face with blissful ignorance. This game does that in spades. Anyway though, guys, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD for the PS4. If you like this video, by all means let us know, and I'd love to hear thoughts on this game. And if you didn't like it, well then, you know where to go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time. And I can guarantee you, next time will not be this game. We will stay far, far away from
We'll go
this
to
game.
greener and better rendered
Never touch this southern game again. Thankful for watching. I've been Lightning,
I'm Alice.
and we'll see you next time. No. Landscapes change, Square. It's not just you in the RPG business anymore. You're not the biggest name out there. There are other franchises now. Better games to play. You know what? It sounds like a good idea to me. I'm going to play Xenoblade Chronicles because Lord knows that game respects your time, respects the player, and is by far much better. Now it's on the Wii. The freaking Wii! And if looks better than this. Sod this, I'm done.